What's going on, YouTube? How is everybody today? It's nice to hear. So today we're going to talk about a Canadian artist off Constellation Records called Eric Chenaux. The name of the album is Sloppy Ground, released on 2008 on Constellation Records. For the most part of the album, this is a pretty slow little languid affair. It's got little moments of, elegance and ramshackleness. Eric Chenaux is a singer-songwriter. I think he's from Toronto because he's part of the Toronto scene, I guess. He collaborates with a lot of Toronto groups, Toronto people. He's part of a lot of bands like Sandra Perry, the Reveries, the Draperies. There's a band called Drumheller. He's got some Toronto dudes helping him out in this album. There's a whole list of people in the helping out on here, like Nick Fraser, who's some famous, some underground jazz drummer. Dave Prentice, who makes violins, and he also plays the violin on here. Amy Dawn Robinson, who plays electric echo harp, and she's also part of some psychedelic bluegrass band. There's a bunch of other people, Theory Amar, Martin Arnold. But mostly it's just Eric Chenaux's guitar and his voice, which carries the album. Like I said, it's mostly just a little slow languid affair. He does go on little guitar solo tangents and stuff between songs. The song structures are pretty unique and they're pretty loose. He's got a pretty, I don't know, for a singer-songwriter, it's a little bit unconventional kind of music. It's not your standard fare of song structures and progressions. It's a little bit weird. A lot of weird ballads on here and songs that sound like marching band songs going on. I read somewhere that it's supposed to reflect some of his Scottish background. I don't know if that's true or what that means. It's supposed to have a Scottish kind of feel to it. But yeah, it takes a very laid back approach. It's got a very unique compositional style. It's almost placid at times, a little off kilter, but there are moments of interest or captivate your attention a little, but for the most part it's just kind of a sleepy affair. It was really hard to dig up information on the CD while I was playing because I don't know, maybe I didn't have enough caffeine today, but it was making me kind of sleepy. But there are some good songs in here, the song we're listening to right now, Have I Lost My Eyes, was pretty good, and song 2, Love Don't Change, was a good song. But then most of it's just kind of I don't know if it's melancholy or mopey or what's going on. It's pretty uneventful stuff. It got a little aimless and repetitive on me. But yeah, like I said, sometimes I'll have moments where I'll capture your interest a little, and there's, lush orchestrations and stuff. There's a lot of layers on this album, layers of twangy guitar and subtle little noises and weird percussions and stuff, and melodicas and stuff that sounds like an accordion going on. This album is 9 songs, 47 minutes long. It's got a very, I don't know what genre it would be, maybe some alt country, folk rock kind of stuff. I don't know. It's not really on par with what Constellation usually released. Came with this little insert for the record label on here. It's some picture of some fat ugly lady hugging a I don't know what animal that would be. No idea. A rabbit? Yeah, Constellation Records is the label that has Do Make Say Think, Godspeed You Black Emperor, all these bands, Pomo Poples on there. I didn't even know that. Crazy. But yeah, not much in the way of artwork. Kind of reflects the album. It's kind of uneventful. I don't want to say boring, but I don't know, it's got a very adult feel to it. It's not very exciting to listen to. Just a bunch of swirls. Just kind of fascinated with these swirling things on here. I guess the songs do swirl, but they swirl would be very slowly. They take their time, and then it just comes with the lyric sheet with who's in the band, the lyrics. It's all very exciting. And yeah, I guess the whole lyrical concept of this album is supposed to be songs about love, but not what love is, what love does to people, if that makes any sense. How love affects us, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're all love songs, so I don't know. That didn't make it really appealing. Music like this isn't normally my bag. The music's kind of nice, but it's, like I said, really uneventful. It could have been a little more exciting. Got kind of boring. It's got 2 songs on it. But yeah, this sounds like your standard, kind of Starbucks music, I guess. It's not really all that thrilling to listen to. I'd say it reminds me of Iron and Wine a little. Maybe, Sea and Cake, maybe. I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of music like this, so I can't really compare it to anything. Elliott Smith, maybe. But yeah, very Iron and Winey, though. I looked up a picture of this guy, and he kind of looks like Eric Clapton, too. So yeah, maybe it's just some weird adult contemporary music. I don't know. But Eric Chenaux, Sloppy Ground, released in 2008, Constellation Records, second solo release, by the way.